Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Yeah. We just had something happen at the end of the regular old morning show that I think we should investigate a little more. We were talking about things that are tourist attractions in your hometown that people should just skip because they're not worth it. And somebody said that their town has the world's largest concrete legs. Yeah. And then Riggins found it online. There's a video of it, but it just looks like a pair of wide open legs with a garter on it. It looks vulgar. Like it's supposed to be, vulgar and not just a tourist attraction because it looks like a woman with her legs spread.
Yeah.
It looks very vulgar.
Is that the guy that created it?
No.
Or he's just a podcaster or something?
Yeah.
And if they are concrete, they need to be pressure washed.
Yeah, they look wooden.
Yeah, I think that's like rust or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
they need to be pressure washed. So does it say... I mean, that has to be on somebody's private property or something, right? That's not a tourist thing for the, and it's got an ankle bracelet on it.
Yeah,
and the whole thing.
It's facing houses, so it's as if a woman were laying on her back with her legs spread.
Yeah, and then they've planted shrubs in the middle.
It's trash.
Yeah. So and then there are shoes. High heels across the street that I guess are supposed to go on the.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With the heels, it makes you think of something even more sinister than just an odd sculpture.
But the sculpture of the giant legs spread open with shrubbery planted between them,
right?
And then a garter on one and an anklet on the other. I mean, something like you would see outside of a strip club.
Absolutely. But that's somebody who had that idea for years. They're like, one day, I'm going to build this.
I wonder how much concrete it took. I don't know to make that.
I have no idea. I mean, how do you even mold something like that?
It's ridiculous when you really see what it is, though. It's like,
it's trash.
I got to figure out I got to do a deep dive on like this guy that made them, why he made them,
and where is it? Hendersonville.
In Hendersonville, yeah,
North Carolina.
Yeah. Which is great, beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's beautiful. But then you roll down the street and you see like this very vulgar legs spread right on the side of the road.
Yeah, I would like to maybe, if I'm in the area, go by and see it. But I don't know. What does the neighborhood look like? Is it safe looking? I know what it looks like, but I mean, it looks like it's country folk.
It's rural.
Yeah,
it's rural.
All right, hang on a second.
It's a giant ode to Marilyn Monroe, created by backhoe operator Ricky Pierce. So the legs came first, the high heels came after that. So he was a sculptor / backhoe operator.
But it does say the work of art stands at a height of 17 feet and depicts legs of a lady spread in a missionary position on one side of the street, and her shoes are on the other side. The sculpture is also known as reminiscing, which you can see written if you walk beneath an arch as you make your way around the legs.
I can't stop thinking about Marilyn Monroe.
Was there ever a famous picture of Marilyn Monroe with her legs spread like that?
No idea.
I think so. It says it was the movie 7 Year Itch.
Come on, kids.
Yeah.
Daddy's going to carry you to see the world's biggest concrete legs.
Hey, I'm reading some comments now. I grew up in Henderson, and these legs make me laugh every time I see them. You got to love a good sense of humor these days, and this guy has it.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what I was thinking of Hendersonville. That's beautiful.
Henderson.
This is Henderson. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know shit about Henderson. It could be a dump for all I know.
Where is that even?
She said it was near the Virginia line.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Virginia line.
So the earth casting in which the legs guys. The original inspiration for the legs was Marilyn Monroe. The gold rod, I think they mean wrought.
Wrought iron.
The gold rod iron entrance is where they wrote. But the gold rod iron entrance is a reference to the old colloquial saying of "she must have a gold."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Under the letter N, a subtle, stylized, anatomically correct item can be seen. Like,
Yeah, this is
That's not anatomically correct.
is that a sense of humor, or is that just being trashy?
And this, for comedic purposes, if you're going to use that phrase, it's funnier to say she must have a laced in gold.
Yeah.
That's a funnier way to say it. So, not that I would go around saying that, but it's just, turn a comedic phrase.
Yeah, you wouldn't say they have a golden blank. That
says,
doesn't make a lot of sense.
According to local news reports, the legs aren't exactly loved by all his neighbors. Well, yeah, because there are houses right across the street with these legs gapped open, staring at them all the time.
Hey, I didn't sign no damn HOA.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you look throughout history, art, there's been a lot of nudity in art, and maybe some would consider it vulgar, but this does seem...
Yeah.
All the way down again. Keep pointing out the shrubbery planted betwixt the legs.
Made of concrete.
Hey, just like Maryland, man. Just like Maryland.
Yeah, guys that are obsessed with Marilyn Monroe, it's like, what is going on, man?
I don't get it. I mean, she was pretty and all, but is it weirder the guys that are obsessed with Marilyn Monroe or Betty Boop?
Betty Boop, because that's that's a cartoon star
Marilyn
person.
Monroe, you can watch movies and
You're
stuff.
telling me there's guys obsessed with Betty Boop?
Yes,
I think so.
You didn't know that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, these legs aren't even in the damn city limits of Henderson.
Well,
I wonder if they could be.
They can't be.
I wonder if they could be.
No way those legs are the city limits of Henderson.
What is the population of Henderson?
15,000.
Okay, well,
That's larger than I thought.
That's
to be honest.
twice the size of my hometown.
Nothing.
Sporting such places as Henderson Mexican.
So
Henderson, Mexican. That's a restaurant?
Yes.
what do we call it?
And not just the description of a citizen? Hey, look here. Here's our Henderson Mexican. Say hey.
What are we going to call this place?
I have a name.
Let's don't overthink it. It's a Mexican restaurant in Henderson, so we'll just call it Henderson Mexican.
Hey, y'all know the Mexican from Henderson? You know the Henderson Mexican?
So how big is it? 15,000?
Yeah, 15,000.
Okay, that's almost exact. My hometown Pineville is 16,000.
Oh, God.
I can't imagine driving by, Keys Park in Pineville there and they're seeing the old legs gapped open.
Somebody left a review on Google and said, I found the giant legs to be very creepy. From the sign that says reminiscing to the ankle bracelet and the garter and the bushes between the legs and the mobile home immediately adjacent. I felt like I was trespassing just by taking pictures. But the giant heels across the street were a nice touch. 2 stars.
But he was offended by the legs?
I guess so.
But
I guess they were just rolling through.
Yeah.
And they found, like, what the hell is this? And it turns out a lot of people have left reviews of it. The giant legs of Henderson.
Now, you got to go out of your way to get to these legs. I'm looking at where it's at. So they went there on purpose.
But why would you say it's offensive and then at the same time compliment something that was made to go with them?
Yeah, well,
I mean, wouldn't you think the whole project is offensive if one part of it is?
I don't know. If you just saw the shoes, you'd be like, hey, there's a big pair of shoes made of concrete. That's interesting.
Take my picture.
If you
worth
just saw the
looking at.
shoes, I see where you can stop and go, wait, what the hell's going on? Let me look back and see what this is about.
You know what's really bothering me, though? How in need of pressure washing they are.
Yeah.
They really are. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
damn,
right.
it couldn't cost that much. And they put that the artist is a backhoe operator. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with being able to pour concrete.
Not at all. Sounds like that's his profession. It's like on the side, he built this open leg scene.
One of the reviews is, there's a bush in the middle. God bless America.
Wonder what his church family thinks about that.
Oh, heavens.
I think there's a church right near them, too.
Do you think he lives in the mobile home right there?
I would imagine.
Well, they say his neighbors are.
Okay.
Whatever, so he lives somewhere close.
The Welcome Chapel Baptist Church is just right down the road.
So people got to drive by that to go to church.
That's worth a capital campaign to move the church, I think.
Yeah.
Let's get that started. We don't want to be around
Yeah,
that.
you don't want.
How far is that
Can't be
from
taking
here?
the kids to Sunday school going right past that. Henderson?
I think if we took a road trip to see this.
Just the legs, going straight to the legs is 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Never mind.
3 hours?
Yeah,
Well, I would be more interested in eating with the Henderson Mexican.
Yeah, for sure. We've heard all about you.
Forget them legs. I want to go see the famous Henderson Mexican.
we can go to damn McGregor Hall, see a play.
Oh, really? They have a playhouse.
I'm just assuming it's well.
theater.
Let me look at what's playing at McGregor.
That could be a VFW hall.
Tonight we're taking in the theater, a show at the theater.
Inside the actor's studio in Henderson. What is your favorite cuss word?
Oh, it is a play.
Yeah, I bet it's good.
SpongeBob musical.
Hell yeah. With local people?
I guess.
Yeah, you mean SpongeBob himself ain't going in there? I bet that'd be good, though. I think,
Doing the Crucible.
Get the townsfolk out there putting on shows. And you know what?
SpongeBob the musical.
In doing the small town adventures thing, a lot of these little towns around here have playhouses and stuff where they do live theater, or local bands will come in, just set up on a stage in an auditorium and play. You know those pictures I see? I don't remember where we were, Riggins. It was one of the most recent small town adventures. We were in a little theater like that. And
Wilkesboro.
was it Wilkesboro?
Something
North
like that.
Wilkesboro, maybe? I don't know.
Lincolnton. Something.
But it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I bet they have some good talent come through there. Sure. And I bet they don't. And other times, they take the good with the bad. But I mean, hell, who wouldn't want to go see SpongeBob the musical put on by the town folk? I bet that's good.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it, finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.